Ndio kwa Roach. I will look for Roach na tena. Mimi mmeona nimenyamaza. Mimi
fair platform will make sure that we handle it, fairly.
Mimi sina shida na mtu yeyote. Kama kuna mtu yenye alikuwa amenitusi nimemsamea. Kama kuna mtu yenye alikuwa na atusi anisamee. Mimi sina shida na mtu yeyote. All I want to do is live my life and live my life peacefully. Sina shida na mtu, sichui mtu yeyote hapa, hata siwezi hata nikikuwa na shida na Rafumuri simchui, simtambui, unaona? So it doesn't benefit anything. So please, when I come back to this platform again in a month or 2 months or 2 weeks or a week from now, depending on how things go, mukuje mnidefend, mseme huyu jamaa alikuja kwetu akatuambia yeye ana shida na mtu. Na kweli tumeona achende huko aanze kutusi mtu, aanze kuongea mambo ya mtu. Tunaona anaingiliwa. Because I'm not going to do that. Whatever I've said here, I'm not going to do it anyway. Mukiona nikiingiliwa, then you guys should come and defend me. Because yinyi ndio mmenipea mawaida, mmesikiza mawaida yenu. Mimi
Hello guys, it's your girl Patience Status. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscription box and put on the notification bell so that you don't forget any time I post a new video. Remember, I'm the queen of online gossip. So welcome to today's video. Don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment on the comment section.
Swap meeting na wife na nini. And then the same question kwa Mistitu akaulizwa na mtu, I think alikuwa ni Blackberry ama nani, aliulizia akasema mko na biashara gani na akasema they have a very nice business that it pays very very well. Akauliza what kind of business akusema. The same question then nimemwambia nimemuuliza hiyo swali na nikasema akasema kulikuwa na biashara walikuwa wanafanya na ilikuwa inalipa vizuri lakini biashara hatasema.
The same question asked the same question asked the lady who is in question. Wakati niliuliza hiyo swali Laxi na Sekena, I think Sekena alikuwa sijui Sekena wakitui. Wakasema hapo ndio kuna chai, wacha tuchipie hiyo swali. Watu wakaanza politics, then we never got a clear answer. But alichipwe at the end, wenye walisikia. But wenye hawakusikia, mimi am not here. Because nilisema nikianza kwa hii story nilisema me and that lady we made up, we made peace and we decided that we are not going to bring any more tea here. Mimi jenye niliongelea kwa sababu I had to talk about it. So if you need more tea, I can give you Paris's number. If you want that question to be answered, she will be able to answer it. But you're not going to get an answer from me. Because your time when you guys I wanted an answer. Because you nilikuja hapo clearly nikamuulizia swali the same question. You can't ask me the question that I asked somebody else. That's being a hypocrite. Because I asked the same question. Laxi alikuwa hapa akasema wacha achibu, mkamnyamazisha wote, mkasema sijui what, sijui hatutaki chai. I remember me still saying hatutaki chai. Alafu sijui Sekena wanani alikuwa hapa akasema pia wacha sema mkawa shut down wote. Now you are turning the same question to me, you expect me to answer it? No, it was actually answered at the end of it, but because you guys don't pay attention, you are eager to ask the second question without listening. I'm not here to help you with that. I'm sorry.
Give me a little bit of it. Kwa wale ambao wako pale.
No. I can't do that because then I'm going out of. Sasa sasa tena Barisi akiingia live tuanze kutusiana.
Exactly what kind of business you guys
we agreed out of respect. We agreed to customer, you know what? We are better than this. We don't need to come and embarrass ourselves talking about each other in front of people. Move on. I move on. We wish each other the best. To agree. We are in good terms. Why
so that was a legit to me? That means it was a legit business.
Why would I spoil that for anybody? If anybody has a question, Misty is a friend to Paris. She can call Paris and ask Paris. Because I asked the same question. I never got an answer until later on. Because I was listening, I got the answer. But most of you are focused on other things, you never got the answer. So I'm not going to pay attention. It's the same thing. Hii interview when mmekuwa mkiuliza maswali, utaona mtu tena akikuja hapa ulize the same question that you asked me 3 hours ago. Kwa sababu they were not paying attention. And I'm not going to pay. Simpandishe Sekena wa tu anaweza kuwa ndio huyo pete, ndio maana natuma hizo gift. Mpandishe kama kuna box. Kama kuna mtu mwenye amelala mpandishe. Pengine yeye anaweza waambia that yes, that question was asked and you guys shut them down. We really want to know the truth. Sijui kama ndio huyo, but niliona Sekena na Rax.
Yes, Sekena is here.
Sekena amepanda mpaka request.
Kulikuwa lax somebody.
I think sijui mbona siwezi nikamuinvite.
No, there are people with their accounts set that way. You can't invite them.
Kama ako private ya uwezi. I think unaweza kama when you host, but I don't know. I'm not sure.
No,
anyway, let me say this okay,
guys. Short, Sammir, tukiendelea short. Cheers.
Mimi naenda siku short.
Okay, coach. Angalia kwa
with me, then I will connect you with a shop that is paying what I've said it pays. And if I don't do that, then you come here and tell people that what I'm saying is untrue.
See, guys, I'm just concerned not being in the US. So, is this determined by the cost of living within the
exactly? It's the
cost of living that dictates the pay.
Very, let me explain to you. Ni kama uniambie Nasi ule yuko Nairobi analipwa sawa na ule Nasi anafanya kazi.
One at a time, please. Guys, one at a time. Order.
Very, let me say this. Unaona state kama New York.
Yes.
Time niko nafanya kazi naweza kuwa nalipa 200,000 a year. Unaona? Nikienda New York naweza lipa 600K. Unaona? Lakini hapa banakaa nalipa nyumba 1500, nikienda huko nitalipa nyumba 6000. Unaona? Mimi state yenye namwambia ni North Dakota. Unaona?
So meaning that North Dakota they must be earning lower because the cost of living is lower, right?
Yeah, North Dakota the cost of living is very low. Now wakote.
Yeah, so but you initially you were saying that they are being paid higher. Initially,
huyu anageuka na anasema adanganya na.
You are contradicting.
Usiniongee ni malisa alafu uongee.
Yeah, go ahead.
The cost of living in North Dakota is almost the only thing that is hard to get is a house, but when you get the house, it's one going to cost you more than 1,500. Okay? But hakuna mtu anataka kukaa North Dakota, but North Dakota is full of oil and natural resources. Unaona? So hata sisi watu wenye tuko kwa retail, unaona retail is the most looked down industry in America. Unaona? Ukiona mtu mwenye anafanya McDonald's ama mtu mwenye anafanya Walmart analipwa $20 an hour. Imagine how much mtu mwenye anapangusa mafi analipwa or a nurse is being paid. Mimi nakamwambia I have friends that are actually right now working in North Dakota and I know how much they are being paid because I'm the one who connected them. Kamwambia if he's a nurse.
Sammir, we need to come to terms with one thing, Please respect the professions. Don't talk about mtu anapanguza mavi. Talk about a profession.
Kupanguza mavi is a profession in America, my friend. It's a profession in America. Kazi yao ni kupanguza mavi. That's the profession.
That's a demeaning statement, Sammir.
What am I supposed to call it?
No, call it a CNA or something. There's a name to that profession.
CNA, best to wait a CNA. It's a good profession, yes. Man. You get paid a lot of money. Ukipanguza mavi.
There's a name to that profession, Sammir.
Yeah?
Caregiver. Oh.
Endelea.
Nasema nisikize. Let me explain something. These states they go per how much the state is putting out, what kind of jobs are there, how equipped that state is, and then most of the states they determine their minimum wage. That is number one. Every state determines, sisi tunataka hapa kwetu watu walipwe pesa fulani per hour, that is the minimum wage. The minimum wage in North Dakota ni kama it's about I think $12 an hour. When you come to Washington State it's about $15 an hour. When you go to California it's $17 an hour. That is the minimum wage. It's determined by how rich a state is. North Dakota is a very poor state. Regardless of mafuta ama nini ile unasema ma natural resources, their payments are really low. Na buying property there is really low. So that is how it is. When you go higher in the bigger cities, they pay more because life is more expensive there. So that is how everything works around here. So North Dakota, they pay $44 an hour for a nurse. You come to Washington State, they get almost $55 an hour. You go to Oregon, it's about 45 to 50. You go to California, it's $96 an hour, kwa sababu maisha ya huko iko juu kushinda ya North Dakota. So the pay scale is determined by how rich a state is not what is coming out of that state. You go to Texas with all the riches that they have, and that is one of the most richest states in the red states. Ukienda huko tena utakuta nurses wanalipwa pesa kidogo kwa sababu unions zao zinagandamiza wafanyikazi. So that is another thing that you have to understand. Most of these states, kuna zile states zimefunga, zinasaidia wafanyikazi waweze kulipwa vizuri, makampuni yasiumize wafanyikazi, na states zingine kama kina Texas zinapatia matajiri more power ya kuweza kuendelea, ndio watu wakuje wa invest huko. Wanakuwa na less restrictions. Kama wana determine watalipa pesa ngapi, unions za huko hivyo, they are very weak, they are very poor because matajiri ndio wanaongeaga. So pal kama North Dakota, hata ukienda kwa Google utakuta hizo pay scale zote zimewekwa. And I rest my case. Rocha, asante sana kwa kunipandisha hapa.
You have also to understand that kuna kitu yetu kwa minimum pay.
Acha nikwambie kitu yenye huyu leo.
Kwa South Dakota, ngoja kidogo.
Acha nikwambie kitu yenye huyu
1150s. Unanielewa?
Let me say this, kitu yenye mtu huyu leo.
Lower than that. Minimum wage 7 to 8.
No, let me say this. Let me say this kitu yenye leo huyu. Unajua? This is exactly what I was talking
minimum
about.
Inakuaga 32, 31.
No, leave alone that. That's not even important. This is what is not understanding. This is why we have rich people in America and poor people in America.
Okay.
This is why we have Kenyan people who will never progress and people who will progress. Okay. It's because they think that what you see or you hear is true, but you don't challenge the core. That can be whatever, you know. A state can project whatever they want to project. For example, South Dakota can say, "Oh, this is what we're gonna pay," but this is what happens. Nobody wants to go to North Dakota. Hata mimi peke yangu sasa nikiuliziwa, "Do you want to go to work in North Dakota?" I don't want to go to work in North Dakota. If they want to take me to North Dakota to work in North Dakota because they need me in North Dakota, they have to pay me probably twice as much as they pay me to work in Kansas City. Unaona? Because I can bring on the table the things that I'm going to lose or whatever privileges that I'm going to lose while I'm working for them. So, because there's nobody who wants to go to work in Dakota, there is a need. There is a need for nurses. Unaona? There is a need for nurses. When there is a need, it means there is a low supply of nurses. So they have to come up to the market price. Sasa, North Dakota, they are doing everything and they are struggling in everything to entice people to go there. They are paying agencies to do traveling nurses. They are doing all these kind of things to do.
Sasa ngoja nikuulize swali. Umetuelezea mambo mingi sana.
Wacha nimalize kuongea.
Ngoja niseme kidogo. Let me say something. Ngoja niseme kidogo.
When you spoke, I gave you time to speak. Why can't I speak? Can I speak? Then I'll give you time to respond. When you spoke, I was quiet. You spoke everything.
Endelea.
So in these states, they are actually hungry and looking for people. They are desperate. Kwa sababu some of their policies that the government has put through or their governors have put through, they are not favoring them. There is nobody who is interested to, because unaenda kufanya nini North Dakota? There is no fun. Wako na minot na nini, hakuna kitu.
Sammir is simply saying there's shortage of manpower.
Yeah, sure, because of shortage of manpower.
So as they are raising the wages for them to attract manpower.
To entice them to go there. And
that's what that way very. That's what that way.
The living expenses.
That's what that way, bro.
Let me finish and you can talk. The living expense is a quarter of what you can pay in Washington, D.C. or Seattle or in New York. Is a quarter of it. If you get there, in fact, the expense that you will pay in an apartment in Seattle or in New York You can buy a house in whatever, in North Dakota. You can buy a house that is facing a lake. You can buy that for your 6 months rent in New York. You can buy a house in North Dakota. So what they do, they entice people, and they have these programs, traveling nurses and this. But if you were smart enough to know that, you don't have to go through the agency. You will go and apply yourself, and they will take you. Kama ulikuwa unalipwa $95 an hour in New York, hata ukilipwa $85 an hour in North Dakota, you are living 3 times better than somebody who is in New York, because that person in New York has to pay $6,000.
Can I respond? There is no way in this world, in this America, utalipo $85 in North Dakota. There is no way. Kwa sababu tukianza kuongea North Dakota kuna hospitali kama 18 ama 17. So, hizo hospitali zishaja wafanyikazi. You go to New York, kuna hospitali kama 5,000 ama 4,000. So where do they need workers more than the other place? They need employees in New York more than they need them in North Dakota. So you have to look at the maths and the statistics before you start thinking about that. Now,
what about the population? Because I think the population also dictates, right?
Hakuna watu North Dakota. There are no people there. There are no human beings.
So that's why they have less.
Ukienda huko ni mashamba ya ng'ombe na mafuta, nothing else. Town moja unaenda maili 700 ndio unakuta town nyingine. Who wants to go live there?
And you heard what he just said, right? When he was in Nebraska, right? He used to walk 3 hours. That means there's no means of transportation there. What does that tell you?
Rafiki yangu, town moja ikikuwa hapa unapeleka, si nilikuwa naendesha lori mimi.
That's the trick about these guys. That's what Kenyans don't understand. They listen to bullshit. They don't really go to the ground. Wacha nikwambie, mimi
gotta go home, bro. I won't work in America for 3 hours.
Let me say this to finish. Mimi, my friend, a good friend of mine mwenye
roli yangu iliharibikia North Dakota, nikaenda kukomboa hoteli. Unajua nililipa pesa ngapi? Hoteli mzuri kabisa. $45. Sasa uniambie maneno mengine. Explain to me another thing.
Sammir, nyamanza wewe, matako ya umbwa, nyamanzisha mamako. Simnyamanisha nini? Retouch mchinga wewe, umbwa mwitu. Anyway, let me say this. This will be the difference between people who make it in America and who don't make it, because it's about what you know and what you don't know. Your assumptions and what people have told you and what you think you know is what is going to limit you. It's like this young man here is limited with this thinking. Yeah, alikuwa na experience moja, hajaifanya any research, he believes what people tell them, and that's how he's going to be limited for the rest of his life. He's going to be a slave working in New York or whatever and trying to do what he's trying to do, but he doesn't know there's an advantage.
Hiyo ni hapa kabla chapa mwenzako.
Ni sawa.
Hai, mimi hata kazi sikuagi nayo. Hata sijawahi enda Kenya, niko hapa tu. Na jaribu.
But all in all, guys, sometimes it's good to have such kind of constructive conversations, because people who are probably aspiring to go there get to learn, right?
Mimi nakuulizaje? Ukienda unajua kule Masai ni town gani nitakupatia mfano? What can I explain in Kenya? Okay. Toka Mtito wa Ndei, toka Mtito wa Ndei ukienda Mombasa, from Mtito wa Ndei to Voi. Ati sasa uende ukafanya kazi huko, ni kazi gani utafanya huko? That is the same thing North Dakota, enda ukachimbe mafuta, kazi za hospitali zimejaa na hakuna pesa huko. It's a poor state. It's really poor.
It can be good for me, especially as a KHSC, because of the oil and gas. Remember, oil and gas.
Ukifanya kazi kwa oil and gas, you make a lot of money kwa sababu
and especially as a safety,
that is a high paying job.
It can work better for me, right?
Yeah. Those are high paying jobs. They're very high paying jobs because of security. Kitu kingine risk factor hiyo kazi pia. Unaona, that is how wale watu wako katika oil field they make a lot of money. Hata Texas, hata anywhere kuna chimbo mafuta, wale watu wanafanya kazi kwenye hizo rigs za mafuta, they make a lot of money.
But nimesoma pia mahali criminal record yao iko down na iko that high, so mtu ambaye hata kutengeza pesa mingi I think anaweza ishi huko.
Wewe wacha huyu jamaa aendelee kufikiria venye anafikiria. I think that's what is limiting him. When atakuja kugundua kuwa mahali pesa zinatengenezwa is where the opportunities, hiyo siku atakuja kunitafuta. Until then he is in America, he can do whatever he wants to do. If he's happy with whatever
hakuna vile utanielezea.
No, it's okay man. We agree with you. We support you. You are very right in whatever you are doing. That's very right. You have done your research. Bravo. Make money, bro. We are here to support you. Make as much money as we can make.
Sinakwambia mimi kazi niliwacha, niliretire bwana. I'm a retired man.
Nitawaletea majibu.
Mimi sina shida mingi mimi bana. Mimi niliretire. Comment section mkitaka mnitusi, lakini ukinitusi
Sammir wachana na comment section. Tunaongea hapa. Angalia, usikubali watu wakuweke pressure. Tunaongea, wachana nao.
Wacha tu waongee, wacha comment section there.
Just you know, as long as you have a conversation, to me it's okay.
So now, let me release myself by saying this, Captain Sammir. First and foremost, let me just give you your flowers, credit, and even distinction. Condolences. Pole sana kwa mzee, atapona. Umekuwa na mzigo mkubwa. Na congratulations kwa kuwa na mabibi wengi.
Sure.
Much done in life. Si rahisi. Hiyo mzigo uko nayo. One, uko na baby mamas wawili US. You pay child support. Kenya uko na bibi watatu. Italy uko na bibi, na kwa mtandao uko na wengi zaidi. Hiyo si kazi ambayo hata mimi naiweza, siwezi. Huyu Berry na mdomo yake hawezi. Shiraj can never even try to have moja na quarter. Nanipata? But again, that does not make you be frustrated mpaka unakuwa una bend low, ama unaenda you going behind the belt kutukania watu wazazi, mpaka wale watu ambao unawapenda unawaita bibi. There's a way to communicate. There's a way unaweza kuonekana. Bali nimeona wewe unaweza kuwa motivational speaker. Nimekuwa nikikusikiza sana. Kuna mtu amesema hapa juu kwamba you don't answer questions, but you answer, but unaeleza na story mingi. Nimekuwa nimeweka timer. Umeongea non-stop 8 hours 48 minutes.
Endelea kuongea. Ninaweka tu kamera, ninaweka hapa. Wale wanasema nina misinform watu waone mshahara ya North Dakota ya nasi ni gani. Wewe endelea, niweke kwa screen kubwa.
What I can tell you, I was once there, but sikuwa naenda kwa mtu ambaye napenda that law. Naelewa? You can do better, bro. I understand that unaweza jitetea. Unaweza fanya anything.
It's not very clear, Siraj.
But yeah, it's not that clear. So
US dollars 73.
Oh, it goes
3,000 per year. That is $34 an hour.
That's annually.
Yeah, so $34 an hour. So tumemaliza hiyo maneno.
Yeah, tumemaliza.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Ukitaka kuweka polepole utaona ni 31, mwisho kabisa 34. Anyway, you can change. Unaweza waomba msamaha hata wale ambao unapigana wao. Unawaambia tupigane stories zingine, kwa sababu kama ni mimi babangu angekuwa yani na ako anakaribia kabisa. Unajua hizo magonjwa umetuambia kwa wheelchair, anafanywa dialysis every week 3 times. That's a lot of work. Usitoe frustrations na watu. Yeah. Kuna unaweza finya mtu kitu bila kufinyia wazazi, watoto, babake, hata nini na nini. Unamuonesha uyo, nionyeshe hii, tupelekane. Nadhani ulisoma mfano mzuri pale tulikuwa ilikuwa ni Menace. Wanataka all those people thrive on, including you, including this berry. Kwa wazazi, mama, nitafanya mamako hivi, nitafanya babako hivi, nitafanya mtoto wako hivi, nitafanya ABCD. People have reformed. Watu wamesha reform. Unaelewa? Kuna watu walikuwa lethal, lakini hizo vitu walikuja kagundua hapana. Unaelewa? Kuna watu pia washaanika wapenzi wao sana. Wamechange. One of them ni hawa wako hapa.
It's actually a matter of time, and Sammir, I'll talk to you about that.
It takes a lot of time. Pole tu. That does not mean that you are coward. But kuna vile unafinyaga mtu na facts mpaka unasikia at first utaonekana kama wewe ni coward. A lot of supporters wa hiyo group nyingine itakuwa kwambia drop, huyu amewezwa, amefinywa. But wakienda wakikaa chini nasema yo, that dude makes a lot of sense. Unaelewa? Kuritaliatia mtu unaweza chukua miaka 10 na hakuna kitu kibaya kama saa hizi vile umetupatia historia ya kwenu iletwe hapa, babako aletwe hapa azikwe, let me use that word, right? Abeletwe na wheelchair, knowing that vile una struggle, vile unapenda your dad and all that stuff, na you are the same person mwenye umekuwa kutukania watu baba zao, mama zao and all that stuff. As an intelligent man like you or me, kuna kitu nimesoma kwamba tunajileteaga laana si wenyewe, curses. So you should learn. Na I'm very proud of you. Saa zile ulisema kwamba hujatuma mtu akutetee.
Oh, and I've just seen Hannah.
People want to tetea you, bro.
I've seen Hannah down here.
Yeah, it's not because people want to tetea you ama they hate you wakikutandika. They are responding to what ile matusi watukana wanatukana. But kuna watu wengine wanakuja wanasema mbona anakanyagwa huyu. You must be going through something. Go look yourself in the mirror. Enda useme hii mambo nimekuwa nikifanya, hii hata wazazi wangu wakisikia itakuwaje. I know you don't care. Niko na watoto, kuna mahali tafika, wewe utakuwa unatandikwa hivyo. Yaani watoto wako watakuwa wanatandikiwa, wanatandikwa wakiambiwa babako is this and this and this and this and this. Unaelewa? Wacha utandikwe ukiitwa muoga, coward. Wacha utandikwe ukiitwa kwamba ulikuwa umestand kwa right yako. Tandika mtu, mwambie utamfanya ABC, utamuinua chini nini, usiguze parents. Wacha usiguze hata nini. Unaelewa? Huyo mtu anarudi nyuma mwenye hujampiga kitu. Anaenda usiku baada ya pombe ama baada ya bangi ama baada ya hiyo mdomo ama hiyo kitu ya hiyo media, social media yenye ulikuwa unatandikana. Anaanza kujiuliza mbona huyu jamaa kunifanya hivi? Mbona huyu demo kunifanya hivi? You automatically become the winner, the champ. Now if you want to know a loser katika battle za hapa social media, ni saa zile mnaanzana, unasikia enda akafanya mamako, babako akafanya nini, mamako akafanya hivi, mtoto wako atafanywa hivi, ABCD, hizo vitu zote. Unaelewa? Just know that you've won that battle if you are not responding to that. Lakini unamtandika na vitu zingine tofauti. So it's been a good time, but also kwa upande mwingine kama trained and tested journalist, kwamba hizi vitu umeona kuna jamaa aliingia hapa kitukanana. Unaona, nikamwambia aje, tulia, tuko na conversation, si time ya vita saa hizi, because probably anaona alikuwa anafikiria ni vita, maana alikuwa ametoka kwa vita 2, 3 ama 4. Huyo jamaa anaitwa Durango ataenda hivi afikiria seme mbona ilikuwa hivi, na ni mtu wa panel hapa, anapendwa na watu hapa, but he was dropped like an hot potato down kama shit. So go think about it. I know you can talk, unaweza defend with anything, but those words unaweza change. Na hii si ugonjwa ati utasema ati it takes time kutokania wazazi. It takes sijui. No, you can even decide to stop it now ama hata next year ukitaka. But think about it. Na ukiwa mlevi ndio unafaa hata kabisa kufikiria vizuri zaidi. Punguza hasira. Those are small things ambazo zitakuharibia hata reputation. Zinaweza kuweka ndani. People do record. People write letters kwa job yako. Hakuna mahali ukipelekea HR ile matusi unatukanana ama watu watukanana hapa watakataa kuangalia sema no, we can't keep such a dude. Haya. We can't keep such a girl here ama woman here. Unanipata? And that's why unaona upande wa pili someone has lost job because mtu ambaye ni enemy alirecord na akatuma na akatranslate. Unaelewa? So you don't just win like that. If you want to know smart people huaga wanaepuka vitu zingi, not kama ni waoga. No, it's because they have a lot to lose. You got a lot to lose. If today your CV ikosekane hapa America, my friend, do you know how many people will lose, will suffer? First, your mom. Second, your ailing dad. Third, your sons and daughters. Fourth, those wives. Fifth, yourself. Utapandwa na depression. Utaanza kukunywa. Hakuna mtu anataka kuandika. Unaelewa? Alafu secondly, utaanza kuingia barabarani. Na hiyo mambo yote utaamua sana rudi Kisii. Ukirudi Kisii, vile niliona kwenu, si ati kwamba ati uko na masionette school ya tunaweza kodisha nini. Just try like other American or any Kenyan or anybody who is in diaspora ama abroad. Utaenda pale utaanza kukunywa chang'aa. Now due to frustrations utaanza kutukana watu. Hizi matusi unaona hapa katika mtandao. Kwa huko mashambani utapigwa panga, utakatwa na kina chinkororo. That will be end of you. Thank you, very important. And I rest. I want to take a small nap because to go almost 4 years. Thank you. Thank you very much, Roch. Thank you, Barry. Thank you, Lulu. Meets me. Hao wengine sikusikia wakifungua na Shiraj. So mambo itakuwa sambamba tu. Manake kuna vita zingine unaweza tukania mtu akakunyamazia, lakini amekuwekea hapa ndani kuna uchawi, kuna kutumiana watu. Tumeona watu wakitumiania mabrother zao waende wafanyiwe ile kitu. Tumeona watu hapa wakienda kuuliwa and all that stuff. Those are things tunajipiga kifua hapa, lakini zinatu affect. Unanielewa? Nikipatana na wewe utaniambia ati we will be good wakati umeniambia niende nilale na mama yangu, ama ile matusi nasikiaga watu wakitukaniana watu hapa. Ati you tell me we can share a table kwa pub. Nitakunywa kidogo nijifanye mwendazimu. My friend, takotakata ama utanikatakata kama nimekufanyia hivi. Unanielewa? Because the people who are ready to go down because of their parents, because of their kids, because of their spouses. So asante sana. I hope umesikia, na kama usikii ni sawa, uamuzi ni wako. Thank you very much. I wanna mute. Thank you.
Miss Sammir, nimesikiza mambo yako kwa muda, and I will just tell you a few things. It's not that I know anything or I'm better than anyone, but I just love you as a brother. We are all from Kenya na tumekuja hapa kutafuta. There is a lot of hatred online, especially when you're doing the right things. Kama unapata mapato yako, wherever you're getting your money from, whatever you do, all what I will tell you is a very simple advice. You don't need to explain anything to anyone about your life, about what you do, about what you nothing. You don't have to. Don't feel the need to explain yourself to anyone, regardless of what they do, what they say to you. No one needs to know your business. Kama unalala juu, kama unalala chini, kama uko na gari, kama hauna gari. No one needs to know anything about your life. Now once you do that, utakuwa na maisha mazuri sana. Tukutane hapa, tutukanane, tuchambane, don't put in family members. Tukimaliza hapa, you go to your place, I go to my place. Kama sasa mimi na wewe hatujuani, hakuna kitu unajua yangu, hakuna kitu unajua yako. I don't feel the need to explain anything about myself to you kwa sababu tunatukanana ama nataka kuprove kitu yoyote. That is where most of us go wrong, when we try to prove something about ourselves to show other people that we are better off than what you think I am.
Siraj, I'm concerned. I'm concerned. Is Sammir still with us?
I'm listening.
Yuko Sammir.
I'm just listening.
Okay, good. Awesome. Go ahead.
Sammir, mimi nimekaa hapa zaidi ya miaka 20. I've seen so much. Na hata nimeretire mimi. I'm done with what I'm doing. I'm okay. I live comfortably. And I'm just saying this because you'll get to that point hata wewe you need to chill, usishikwe na magonjwa kwa sababu the rate ile watu wanakupeleka nayo watakuwa na blood pressure, ndugu yangu. So don't let them get into you. Don't let them crawl under your skin, because once Kenyans get under your skin and they know what makes you tickle, ndugu yangu, watashindaga wakichokora hiyo kidonda kila siku. And that will be the end of you, kwa sababu saa yote utakuwa ukitaka kuonesha watu what you have, what you have achieved. All what I would pray for you, na nitakuombea Mungu sana, take care of your family the same way you are doing. That is a blessing to you and to your whole family. Take care of your dad, take care of your mom, do your thing under the table. Wachana na watu wajue wasijue. That is your responsibility as a son to your parents. Na hiyo ni baraka kwako wewe kutoka kwa Mungu. Na ukumbuke watu hapa ni wachawi. People are wicked, witches. Mtu hata mkikutana naye vile anakuchukia anaweza kukuwekea sumu. Ikiwa mtu anaweza kukupigia simu kazini ufutwe kazi, hakuna kitu kingine hawezi kukufanyia. So make sure these people don't get under your skin. Now you'll be a very happy person. Once you get to that point where you don't care what anyone says about you, because you are the driver of your life. You are the captain of this ship. Wewe ndio unaipeleka kule unataka. Na hii maneno tunakwambia, we are telling you as a brother. Juu hii wamekuchokora sana na wanajua pale wanafaa kufinye ndio upige kelele. So don't let them get under your skin. Na nimemute na ubarikiwe. Continue na pole sana na mzee, Mungu ampatie shifa. I wish you the best.
Sammir, nikle nitaongeza tu ni wenye Siraj na Zidad wamesema, I think hapo hivyo wameongea point. Kwa hii TikTok kila mtu, yani tunakutana, tunachambana, tunatukanana kila nini, lakini hizo vitu unaletea watu ndio hivyo wanafanya mpaka zinaenda mpaka kwa familia. So mimi naweza kukwambia unaweza kuja kutukana na mtu hapa, as long as utataja familia ya mtu. Tumeongea hapa hivi nitukana venye unasemanga na maneno makubwa, that's a normal thing. Kesho nitakupanga mimi bro vipi. The other thing, una date and mi advice yangu itakuendea kwa nini relationship yako. Right now everyone knows una date Hana, and you're the only person who can make us respect Hana ama to disrespect. Unajua hivyo? Why? Mkikosana wewe ndo unatetanga kila kitu. Utakuja ufungua life mtukane mtoto wenyewe. Sisi tutakunywa chai. Mwingine ataenda ku analyze, mwingine ataenda kuongea hivi, mwingine ataenda kusema hivi. Lakini wewe kama mwanaume mwenye nyumba na unajua kabisa wewe ni mwanamke wangu, mnaweza kosana uko private. Sisi watu wa TikTok tukose kujua. Tusijue lolote. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu umeamua kumfichia siri mwanamke wako. Huyu ni mwanamke ambaye umeona uchi wake, ameona uchi wako. Kama ingekuwa na yeye pia anaweza kutolea siri angetoa, but anakuheshimu, anakurespect, and that's why mkikosana yeye anakuanga hata kujua nini ajielezi. Wewe ndio unakuja kutuelezea. So the only thing I will tell you is mambo ya relationship yako jaribu kuyaweka kidogo kando na social media. Tunajua Hana ni mtu wa social media, wewe pia, but mkwetu ni tuna date, huyu ana date Hana ana date huyu, lakini private things tusijue. And the other thing is unaweza kuwa na wanawake wengi. It's not a must tuletea hapa huyu sasa ndo next, huyu sasa ndo next. Unaona wewe utafanya kama sifa, but huyu sasa mwanamke wako ambaye umain anatukana hata kama amekubalia juu anajua bwanangu anapenda wanawake wengi, but yeye ndo sasa anakuwa attacked. Una akili, unafanya hivi, unafanya, but ni kitu ambayo nyinyi mlikaa chini mkakubaliana kwa mimi niko hivi na hivi, nitafanya hivi, akakwambia okay, it's okay. Haina haja tuletee kwa media. Ukikosana wewe mwanamke mwenye umeleta wa pili, tusijue, isituhusu, usiongelelee, wacha ikuwe hivyo. Hata kama wewe mwanamke atakuja aongelee, jifanye hujasikia. Don't address that, na utaona hata hakuna mtu atashughulika na hiyo story. Itaisha na itaisha hivyo. Alafu ufai kuja kuprofia watu kwa TikTok kwa no, it was like this, ni hivi na hivi. Wachana, jifanye hujasikia lolote na utaona hakuna mtu atakuwa anashughulika na mambo yako ya private. That's all.
Thank you very much, Lulu. Very panda.
Yeah. So, guys, I think today we've heard the other side of Sammir that a lot of people have never given him time to talk about. And to me, it was a constructive conversation. I'll keep repeating that. It's unfortunate that at some point, okay, personally, I'm not a TikToker. I'm here for two things: fun and networking. I'm not a content creator. I've got a career out there, right? And I'm very, very busy with my career. But all in all, I don't know if whatever is happening between Sammir and let me say his girls or girl is because of just TikTok fame and everything, which again, I don't think so, because Sammir has more than, I don't know, 1 million plus followers, okay? So if it's a name, it's there. Anna has almost clocking 1 million plus, okay? All in all, some of these things might end up catching up with either of you later on. Remember, internet never forgets. I've had my share of disgrace on matters exposing my relationship on these streets. I learned the hardest way and I said no. And that's why I'm very quiet when it comes to my private life. We need to think about the possible repercussions, both long-term and short-term, with regards to what we are doing on the streets. And just as what's her name, the one mentioned 2 minutes ago, there are things that you might mention, and Hannah, who happens to be your woman, might take it lightly. But the way the society perceives it is totally different. There are things that Hannah might mention, which according to you, might end up, taking it lightly. But then the society perceives it. It's totally different. My guy, just keep doing you. Give us what you want to give us. What you should not give to the public, feature kabisa. That's what I feel for now. All in all, keep going. Imambo ya just launching attacks left and center, I think that's not very okay, especially when pulling in. People should not be part of the fights. I think that's just the only place where you should at least tone down. But the rest, Maze, today you did well. You gave us a good conversation. That was a good one. So have a good one. All the best. Keep going.
Much Blackberry, very black. Dula, are you there?
Yeah, niko hapa. Asante sana. Mimi nasemaje, what my fellow panelists have said, I can't deduct anything. So Sammir, you are the how and you are the driver of yourself. Mimi nitasema hivi, everything rises and falls under leadership. So it's about you it's about you. Wewe mwenyewe utajua chenye unataka ama chenye wewe mwenyewe utafuata, Tunaweza sema zote lakini we can't force you kufuata a certain lines, unaona? Yeah, it's just about you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dula. You also do very good job kutuletea chai pale na kuanalyze kwa magazeti. Thank you very much. We have I know they are sleeping. Miss T, are you there? Miss T, are you there? Okay, I think Miss T is not there. Hawa ni wale tulala kwa panel, hataki kuongea.
Boma, niko kazi, I'm sorry.
Okay. Chukua microphone dakika 2. Before that, Caroline, are you there?
Huyo ako job. Karo I believe Karo alikuwa maji mbaya.
Kwa maji mbaya?
Yeah, alikuwa maji kabisa Karo. So I think guys, I guess we are done with this.
Yeah. To be fair, kuna watu wako hapa chini pengine waonge. Ama Sammir, you wanna talk? To be fair, kuna watu wamekuwa kwa guest hapa. Dito wapandishe Berry because I know Roach.
Mumemaliza.
Oh, Roach, you are there?
Yeah, we are done.
Oh, we are done. Good job, Sammir. Thank you for coming to my platform. Sammir is my online in-law. I knew Hannah Benta before I knew you, Sammir. Before you knew Hannah Benta. Thank you for coming, and we will see you around next time.
Absolutely. Have a good one, Sammir. Guys, see you on the other side of life.
Can I say something?
Say.
Yeah, go ahead.
Umetoka kuongea bado?
Go ahead.
Oh, sifai kuongea, Roach?
No, endelea kuongea.
Oh, take the mic. The mic is yours, our in-law.
Okay. So, I'm not the guy who takes advice from anybody to start with. But today, my brothers have spoken, okay? Starting with Rafmuri, going to Perry, going to Dura, and there was another brother huko. Alikuwa anaitwa nani?
Danko.
Yeah, Danko.
Siraj.
My brother have spoken, and they have said some good stuff and things that I agree with and things that I don't agree with. One thing I can say about this, me, I was completely born different, and I've always done things differently. Even my dad, I was born in a family of 11 kids. And even my dad can say that I'm the different one in all the 11 kids, because I think different and do things different. I don't conform to norms. I always challenge the core principles. What people believe to be normal, I always challenge that. Because I believe there's more to life than just what we were told or we were shown or the way we were told to live our lives. I believe there is always more to that. And I've always lived my life that way, with no apology or regrets of any sort. And whenever I do something that I feel like, is out of normal, I always come back and take responsibility and apologize for it. But my brothers have spoken. And they've said some good stuff about, things that I need to change, things that I need to acknowledge. And I'm not that kind of a person who is going to ignore them because I don't like advice from people. I definitely am going to put that into practice and try to do the best. But at the same time, I want to say this. All I've ever done in my life is just mind my own business. Love the people that love me and hate the people that hate me. That's all I've ever done. I've never started a fight with anybody who has never started a fight with me. I've never attacked anybody who has never attacked me. I've never defended myself from somebody who has never attacked me. I always come, I'm patient, I'm cautious, I ignore, I acknowledge, I even let it go. But people take advantage of me. The reason why people take advantage of me is because some people are jealousy or some people are envy, because the fact that nilikuja Kenya, nikafuruka Kenya for the last 2 months, some people are not okay with it. They think like, I should have never done that. I'm destructive. I should have, all sorts of things. But this is what I'm going to say. From my brother's advice, this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to mind my business. And I'm going to mind my business by just loving my wife. And when I say loving my wife, is meaning loving Hannah Benta. And I'm going to mind that for a very long time. But I can promise you guys, when you will still see people who will have a problem with that. Me keeping quiet and minding my life and just loving my wife, people will still have a problem with that. So when I come here next time, I want to come and prove to you guys that I can still keep quiet, mind my own business, and still people will have a problem with me. I can promise you guys right now, today, that tomorrow, today, or the day before today, I'm not going to speak about anybody or anyone. The only thing I'm going to do is just love my wife. And love her in the best way possible. And when I return to you guys, when I return to this live, because nitakuja kwa live ya Roach, nitamtafuta yeye. Awatafute nyinyi wengine. Mukiona kuna mtu mwenye amekuja ameniongelea, amenitusi, amenikanyaga, amenifanyia anything, then you guys should be my first advocates kwa kunitetea. Because mimi si mtu wa kutafuta vita. Mimi, I'm going to be a good boy. I'm going to do what I do best. My job is to, mimi kazi yangu kubwa, my biggest job kwa hii dunia ni kupenda. Mimi napenda kupendana. Mimi nitaenda nipendane. Nitapendana na watu wangu. If we have another person that is coming into our lives, me and my wife will introduce that person to say, this is our second person or a third person or a fourth person, to say, tunapendana. Me, I'm not going to attack anybody. I'm not going to insult anybody. In fact, if anybody insults me, I'm not going to even, kwa sababu I want you guys to see for once that maybe I'm not here to cause
that you're not the problem.
So,
yes.
Maybe I don't want to insult anybody. So the next time we meet together, all of you guys, the people who have spoken here, the people who have listened to me today, I want you guys to be my advocates and say that Sammir kept this word. Mukiniona hapo nje nimetoka leo hapa nimeenda kutusi mtu, nimeenda kutusi Koro bibi yake kama anybody, then mtasema huyu kijana hana akili na amepotoshwa kabisa na mwelekeo. Mimi I never take advice, but today I've taken advice from you guys out of respect.
That is good.
But I want to prove to you guys that mimi sinanga shida na mtu, and I'm never going. Mimi, all I have done and what I will do and I will continue to do is focus on people that napenda. And right now, more than anything, I have somebody that I love so much, and my focus should be on her. So mukiniona hapo nje nikipiga, you need to cancel me. Mseme huyu tumemwadvise asikii, hana akili, hakuna mtu anaweza mwadvise asikie. Lakini kwa sababu mimi nimewasikia nyinyi, mukiona bila mimi nimenyamaza, nimefanya mambo yangu, mimi sina mtu na shida, na mtu akiniattack, you guys the same people, you should come and defend me. Do we agree on that?
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Sammir, we've already done that. Whenever someone goes on you, we'll say, no, on this one, someone came for you.
Nitarudi kwa Roach. I will look for Roach na niseme mimi mmeona nimenyamaza.
This is a fair platform. We'll make sure that we handle it, fairly.
Mimi sina shida na mtu yeyote. Kama kuna mtu mwenye alikuwa amenitusi nimemsamea. Kama kuna mtu mwenye nilikuwa na atusi anisamee. Mimi sina shida na mtu yeyote. All I want to do is live my life and live my life peacefully. Sina shida na mtu. Sichui mtu yeyote hapa, hata siwezi, hata nikikuwa na shida na Rafumuri simchui, simtambui, unaona? So it doesn't benefit anything. So please, when I come back to this platform again in a month or 2 months or 2 weeks or a week from now, depending on how things go, mukuje mnidefend, mseme huyu jamaa alikuja kwetu akatuambia ana shida na mtu, na kweli tumeona achaenda huko aanze kutusi mtu, aanze kuongea mambo ya mtu, tunaona anaingiliwa. Because I'm not going to do that. Whatever I've said here, I'm not going to do it anyway. Mukiona nikiingiliwa, then you guys should come and defend me. Because yinyi ndio mmenipea mawaida na mmesikiza mawaida yenu. Mimi I'm going to take notes. The only thing I'm going to do is just love my wife the same way, even more than I've ever done before. So, nikiingiliwa, nikitusiwa, you guys should be my defenders.
So. Are you done talking to me?
Sammir, be rest assured of that. Be rest assured of that. And we began this sometime, I think it was 2-3 days ago. We had a conversation here. It went down well. Again, now we've had a conversation here. It has gone down well. So be rest assured of us coming through in case of anything. But
yes.
Just do
we'll
the right
be there
thing.
to defend you, Sammir. Don't worry.
Yeah, just do the right thing.
The move that you've taken to own up your mistake and apologize to whoever you've wronged. And that is really a good move, Sammir. You're doing really well. You are heading to the right path.
No, I appreciate all of you guys for taking time to talk about these things. Sometimes, people think that I'm crazy or something, but you guys took your time to ask questions and get to understand me, and you got to the bottom of everything. And I think by now, probably out of these, I've made some friends and I've made some good people that we will share ideas and challenge each other to do better. And I think that's the whole point of TikTok, is just to make connections and get to know each other and understand each other. And sahi sasa mtu kama Rafumuri akinipigia simu ananiambia bro niache, uliongea hiyo nini na hivi, but you can do this and this. I did this before you came here, because Rafumuri amesema alikuwa hapa before even I got here. Ako na experience kuniliko mimi, so akiniadvise kitu aniambie don't do that because mimi nilifanyanga ikanifanya, I will definitely take it. Same thing, hata kuna watu wenye wako US huku, but they have ideas about things. If you are a smart man, you should learn from people. Don't wait to learn from your own experience, because then you will be a fool. Only fools learn from their own experiences. Maybe if people come here with a good heart and they are trying to make me a better man, why not listen to them? So mimi sina shida na mtu, and I am very happy that my brothers took time to look at these things and give me feedback, and my sisters too, Meet the One and the Roach, because give very positive feedback. All we can do is taste this. Going forward, let's see who wanna be a better man. And me, I know for sure 100%. I can never promise something I can never deliver. I'm going to be a better man. But if somebody attacks me, I will 100% depend on you guys to come and defend me. Kwa sababu kama mtaki niume mtu, then I will depend on you guys to kuma mtu. So if anybody's going to attack me in any way or shape, comment section tadili na wao. You staki say this when. But anybody else in comment section who is coming to attack me, then I depend on you guys to come for my rescue. Kwa sababu if you have told me to be a good person, don't attack back. Mtu akikutusi usifanye hivi na hivi na hivi. I listen to that, but it doesn't mean that you guys gonna leave me vulnerable where everybody think that it's a walk on the park. They can come and insult me and get away with it. Yeah, so me, I respect you guys and I appreciate you guys for taking your time. I will do the best. Me, all I have ever wanted in this talk is just to love my wife. I'm dating right now the love of my life. I love her so much, and I just want us to have a good time together. In fact, I feel sorry every time I see her arguing or coming here to fight my fights. So this is a relief for me. This is really a good thing for me. Knowing that I have brothers and sisters that are looking out for me and care about me and they want me to do better, that's a very good thing for me. So I promise you, and I can assure you 100%, mimi amwezi ona drama yote kitoka kwangu. I'm going to mind my business and I'm going to love my wife without interfering with anybody's life.
Thank you very much, Sammir. Don the King. Mr. Don, are you there?
I mean, Roch and the rest, good morning from this side. Me, I don't want to say much. I've listened to you guys, and I hope Sammir means what he says. So the only thing, it's good he has apologized to those people that he has offended. Most of us, and let me speak for myself, the reason why I've been coming and attacking you vigorously, it's because I felt that you are disrespecting our girls back here at home, and that wasn't good. I also want to take this opportunity probably to apologize. Jonili kukanyaga sana, so let me take my words back, but that does not mean that I personally am not keeping my eyes on you. My eyes are still open. If you backslide, tutakukanyaga bado ama nitakukanyaga bado in defense of our sisters back here at home. So what you've said, it's good. What akina Beru amekwambia, Beru, sometimes he can be a gentleman and he can really have some nice words of wisdom. I hope you've taken your time to listen to each and every one mwenye amekuwa kwa hii box. So we've listened to you, but this is not the first time you've spoken like this. This is not the first time umetuambia uta change. So hope this time round, wacha tuone, maybe Mungu atafanya miujiza. So maybe my last question to you, if you'll allow me to ask that question. It's not an offensive question.
Go ahead.
Okay. Captain Sammir, would you like to accept the Lord as your personal savior?
Probably I'm very close to God more than you are, my brother.
Amina. Thank you, Roch. Thank you,
they don't. Are you born again? We need to start with you because you should be baptized. They don't. Are you willing? Are you ready to accept the Lord as your personal savior?
Amina.
But that is a I think that is a personal choice. We all come from a different denomination, so maybe he doesn't believe that is good. We don't know. At least him judge.
And Sammir is a Muslim, and alafu najua mtu kukuokoka, huwezi mwambia mtu aokoke, ni uamuzi wa mtu. Mtu kumchukua Yesu, kuna wengine hata wanaabudu sanamu, so huwezi mwambia kwa kamwabudu Mungu wakati anaabudu vitu zingine. So ni yenda na dini.
Usuri niyo mimi natoka kwa familia ya Kikatoliki, so I know the God of the Catholics and I know the God of the Muslims. Mimi namkubali Mungu kama mwokozi wangu. I can be a Christian at the same time. At the same time, well, let me tell you this: the difference between a Muslim and a Catholic is very slim. It's just actually a misunderstanding. That's what I can say. But one I can say is this: we worship the same God, and one thing that me and my wife that we have in common is that we have good parents who pray for us 24/7. And I think that's what has kept us afloat for a very long time. If we didn't have that, I don't think we could be here today. So what my brother asked is this, that if I accept God as my Lord and Savior, yes, I do accept Lord as my Lord and Savior. And I have no regrets about that. Me, I believe if it was not because of God or because of Allah, I would not be here today. So no doubt or anything, I can 100% say that, you know what, I have no doubt about that. Like, in fact, one thing that I can insist, once my wife goes to church every single Sunday. She was in church today. She was in church last weekend. No matter what we do. So, Mungu mbele, mengine kando. So, I'm good on that.
Goes to church every Sunday?
Every Sunday.
Wow. Oh. Host, piga makofi tafadhali. Those are very monoculturistic things. Yeah.
Hapo kuongezea kwenda kanisani every Sunday, it's true. Hana anaenda mpaka mlimani kufunga. There is a time alienda kuomba kule kwa mlima, so anampenda sana Mungu yana.
Huyu ana mmoja.
Anaendanga church kila Sunday. That one I know.
Wacha nikwambie.
Oh my goodness.
Let me say this out of let me say this. Mimi hata msini church birthday. Simsema hapa is a safe space, I should say my mind. Okay?
Yes, absolutely, Captain.
Hata mpenzi wangu wa zamani mwenye nilikuwa na yeye, tulikuwa tunapigana na yeye sana, hata nirudi kwa babake nikimwambia, kwa sababu babake wakati alinipea huyo mpenzi wangu alikuwa ameniambia eti huyu mtoto tumemlelea kwa kanisa. Lakini wakati ilifika kwenda kwa kanisa ilikuwa ni vita kila siku. Anaacha mtoto anaenda kwa kanisa, yeye haendi kwa kanisa. Ilikuwa ni vita. Tunapigana kila siku, hataki kwenda kwa kanisa. So ikakuwa ni vita. So mimi, if there's something that I value, no matter all the bullshit that we do on TikTok and the things that we do, at the end of the day, if God says today Sammir will disappear, I will disappear like I was not here today. So mimi, I always nainamishanga mimi, no matter what I am or I think I can be, no matter what God says I can be, I always say there is a supreme God in heaven who can make us appear or disappear or be here or not be here. So, and I always want my lady and my kids to grow in that kind of fear, because the only person I fear is God, and I fear God more than anything that has ever happened in my life. So me, it's not that I fear him in a bad way, but I fear him because he's my creator, my maker, my destiny maker. So when I go to God humbled in my knees, and I'm asking him to do me a favor, to make me live a second day so that I can make an impact and change lives and do other things that I do that are good to me. Because what we do here in TikTok is just a fraction of who we are. Some people think that whatever we showcase here in TikTok, that's who we are. That's a small fraction. The people who know me, the people I've talked to, the people that the Roach probably has talked to, the people that you have impacted lives with, they will come here and attest and say, like, even me, I get phone calls and I'm like, are you the same person? What's going on? But that's not the story for today. All I have to say is this, that that was a good question, and I'm glad I answered it. Please, you can proceed. Sorry for...
I think I've had something that has really impressed me. You are a church person, and I know all the people goes to church, and you people know that is very, very good. And how about you people consider, Sammir, probably next time you come back to Kenya, because mumongea vizuri, you know God, and you people are church people, why will you just even open a church and you emulate what you do? You start praising, glorifying God.
Don't think hiyo naye it makes sense, koma. Ebu tu
don't think as I said.
No, it's not funny anymore.
Watch 1 minute. Don't think as I said. You can't just wake up and it's the same shit. Mtu akuja kwambie wacha kusmoke. Stop smoking. Unaona? That's not the thing that someone anaweza tukuamka hivi alafu aseme wewe wacha pombe na uache. No. Text process. Huyu hapa sasa anaongea hivi. Who knows in future maybe atakuwa bishop mkubwa.
According to the one him as a overthink. Ebu nani wacha
according to the Sammir,
we are going off.
Yeah, we are losing it. We are losing it with the one
going off the grid.
Yes, but this is kusema
Let me say something.
Sammir, if anything, there's something I learned about your life, and I think
let me say something about what the one has said. Very quick.
Okay.
In fact, the one is not wrong about it, because my dad, all he did in his whole life is just impact other people's lives by talking power and belief and change into their lives. So, and what I've done in my life actually, even here in the US, even in the retail industry that I was telling you guys before, is impacting and changing people's lives, bringing a different belief. People that never believed that they can be anything, now they believe they can. In fact, let me give you an example. There is a guy that I was working with. He had graduated with a with a PhD in business, but people overlooked him for many years because he was shy and he was intimidated when it comes to talking about the people. Mimi, when I took over that area or that region as a regional director, when I spoke with him and I saw what he can offer, and I actually fell in love with him, and I was like, this is the person that we need to nurture and understand. His ideas were vibrant. Right now, as I speak, he's actually my competitor. He's actually doing better than I'm doing. If I was to be considered for a promotion, probably he would be considered before me, because he has done more than I could have done. But if I did not take time to listen and identify the talent, singekuwa huko, angekuwa huko mahali yako, because alikuwa amework for this company 10 years more than I had worked for this company. Nikikuja mimi first year, yeye alikuwa already amework 10 years. So the fact that I took him under my wings and acknowledged him and gave him a platform, then he was be able to showcase what he can do, and I empowered him and told him that, you know what, I think you can do more than what you think you can do. And I always encourage him, like, man, I think your ideas are out of the ordinary. And I used to sell his ideas to people, tell him, like, hey, this guy, man, is more than what you think. Look beyond the shyness. Look beyond the shyness. Look beyond the incorrect spellings or whatever he says. He's intimidated, so he will speak. He's a white man. That's a good one. That's a good one. So when everybody, yeah, that was good. That was good, Misty. So when everybody looked beyond that, right now I can say we are in the same position with that guy that I took 2 years ago. But he's in a better position than me because he has done more. He's more energetic than me. He wants to do more. Now people believe in him. And I believe that's what we should do as human beings. If you see somebody who has something that you don't have, your job is not to bring them down or try to stop them because you think they are going to be your competition. It's just to uplift it and encourage them and tell them you can do better. And I think that's what Mite1 was trying to say. Mite1 is actually talking about what I actually already have. Is me, I got that from my dad. If you meet me and I talk to you and I interact with you, you will see the passion and the love and the energy that you have never seen. And that doesn't make me a good person at all. Me, I know I have my own shortcomings and everything, but we should learn from that and say like this: if we are going to be good brothers, Kenyan brothers, American brothers, or whatever, Eastern African brothers, we should always try to uplift each other, to be better and to do better. Because when your brother wins, you win. When Mite1 wins, whether anawin akiwa Japan ama akiwa chairman, I'm winning too. Because you never know. Because kwa sababu si chairman ni wa Uganda peke yake wako huko. Kuna Geoffrey mwenye ni Mkisii huko. Kuna watu wengine wenye ni Wakisii huko. People that we come from almost the same village. So we are all winning, and that's what we need to focus on as Africans, is winning together as Africans, not trying to pull each other apart. Sasa mtu ukienda kuniripoti kwa kazi yangu sijui nilikutusi, it will never benefit you anything, because you are killing your own brother. At the same time, those white people are not going to give you my job. Maybe I did whatever I did to get to where I am. You are trying to pull me down to prove a point, but you are not trying to work hard to take that position. So all I can beg.
Sammir, tutakesha hapa, wengi wetu umefaa tukeshe hapa. Unajua wewe nimegundua I thought I can talk. Utatufaa tukeshe hapa. Kuna watu wako hapa kwa guest, guys, watakufaa kupanda. Saa hizi guest ilikuwa na watu wawili, nimeona nimechungulia kidogo, nimekuta iko na watu 100 kwa sababu kuna simba imeanguka. Congratulations, thank you very much kwa hiyo simba imekuja kwa Misty. Sammir, tutakuachia hapa. La mwisho kabisa,
umesema Sammir anaweza ongea kweli kweli.
Hii kuna shinda, I thought I can talk. Huyu ni radio kabisa. Nilikuwa nataka kuwafahamisha hivi guys. Nimepatia Unbenta invitation. Tutakuwa na yeye hapa, maybe Rocha Kipanga kuje na yeye pia tusikie vile itakuwa, na pia aweze kupewa mawaidha. This time round I think atapewa mawaidha na watu wa jinsia yake, yani wanawake wenzake ama wasichana wenzake, ndio ajue vile utakavyompatia mawaidha. Anaweza fungua hata live mpatie mawaidha, alafu hata kama ni kufungua mumpatie mawaidha kama wanawake, kama wasichana warembo, kama watu wadogo katika ndoa, katika mambo mengi. Na this should not make you guys feel that Sammir kidogo Sammir kwamba is gonna be coward, just muattack. Unaelewa? Msichukule hivyo ama anabenta, mfikirie ni step ambayo umechukua, and this is what we want from TikTok. Thank you very much kwa kuchukua hii jukumu la kwamba you've really said you will change. Now mimi nimekuambia hivi, sitaki nikuulize ati kama unapenda Mwokozi kama maisha yako, ama ambao tutakupatia takbir Allahu Akbar tukubatize na tukugeuze tukiingize kwa dini zingine. I don't go for that. What I will tell you is that keep away from hizi mambo drama kubwa za kuja hapa na matusi ya watoto, baba mama, kujibizana na vitu ambavyo hata havifai. Lakini mtu akikuja Nimekuambia unaweza kanyaga ukienda vile unavyoenda, lakini avoid hizo vitu vingi. You can do it. We were there and we've done it. So hiyo haitamaanisha, na unaweza jibu tu mtu na umeomba msamaha vizuri kwa kila mtu. Maybe labda utafungua live yako, ama ukialikwa mahali pengine utaenda uombe mtu msamaha. Utaenda mwambia si ati kwamba nakuogopa, but nadhani nimekukosea mahala fulani, sasa nataka nikuombe msamaha hadharani. So yes, we will defend you. Nimeona ukisema hivyo, but again, unajua hatuwezi kuwa ati uende ukanyagane kule alafu tukuje hapa tuseme tunakudefend. So I want kuna watu wapatie watu pia wapande.
I think we'll just watch his actions for the meantime.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Yeah. Inaenda polepole.
Yeah, it's not really what if he means what he says.
Yes. So kuna watu kwa guest, sijui kama tutawashukia wengine wetu.
Wachana, hakuna mtu unapandisha, that's it. Hakuna mtu akupanda.
Ralph, I don't think there's anyone there. If it had it been Hannah Benta, ingekuwa story different. Now, maybe guys, we need to conclude. We've been here for almost 8 hours.
Oh yes.
And Sammir, Maze, you can talk. Now, guys, we need to understand, and this is the naked truth that you people don't want to see clearly. There are a lot of people practicing what Sammir and Hannah Benta are practicing. It's just that these are happening privately. Sammir opted to put his publicly. So this idea or this issue of every now and then throwing attacks at Sammir just because of he has done 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, guys, let me tell you, a lot of people out there are going through this. It's just that they haven't come out. And that's why, to me, Sammir is still a brother. Now we've seen the other side that no one had seen. We've had this conversation. No one has ever given Sammir a chance for this kind of conversation. So it's up to you people to learn to mind your businesses. Mwacheni na Sammir to mind his business as well. Wakiwa na wako wake. There's something that someone was talking about, and I'll tell you the truth. You cannot go sue unless it's a case where someone is dead. We are talking about murder. But in the event that someone is still alive, you cannot go sue on behalf of a victim who's not willing to sue the perpetrator. It's as simple as that. So it's high time people learned to mind their businesses. Sammir, you've said right now your focus is on loving your woman. Brother, work on that. We wish you all the best. And in your career as well, we wish you all the best. Just keep doing you. God see you through. I'm happy for you. And I believe everyone else is happy for you. And now wherever you are, take it. So guys, see you. Have a good one. I have to drop. Tunafaa kuingia kazini sasa.
All right.
Thank you very much.
So much.
Funga na kipindi na speech kama speech. Welcome on board. Jiweke big screen because kuna mtu anasema anataka kutumia lion. Kwa mvumilivu, maana pia wewe unaweza haribu.
Nani huyo?
Watu waongee.
Thank you so much for hosting us. Umetuweka hapa muda mrefu, asante sana.
No worries. So I want to tell Captain Sammir that really I'm impressed with what you've just done, but we are here to watch your actions. That is the bold step that you decided to take. So really, this TikTok drama is not worth it for you, especially for you and your family. If you know that it really affects you and your relationship, there's no need to get involved or even respond to everyone. That is a good move that you've decided to take. We'll be here watching you and we'll be there to support you. So you've said that if we see any changes, or rather if someone attacks you, that was when we'll come in your defense. But we are there, we are keeping an eye on you. Tuone kama kweli vitu nye umesema utatilia maanani. So thank you everyone for coming. Is there someone who has something to say?
I just want to say thanks for the platform. It has been a wonderful conversation, Roch.
Yes.
I mean, California, it's already late. Maybe we'll meet the next day.
Okay. Thanks everyone for coming. Thank you, Team Tappers, for tapping the screen to 100K. Thank you, Gifters, and everyone who participated, the guests. Thank you,
also
Mary.
Sidad,
And our
One,
gifters,
Carol,
our gifters. Thank you.
Captain Sammir, Misty, Dula, The Don, and Muli. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll see you on the other side of TikTok.
Yep.
All right, bye-bye.
Unfortunately, sitadanganya kwangu mimi tutakuwa tumekosa kitu ya kuanalyze sasa, na shapata nini, ashaokoka. Thank you.
Tulia, zinakuja, tulia, Raf. Tulia, sisi ndio wenyeji. Tulia.
Ona Sidad pia umefanya umenini platform vizuri venye ulikuwa unapeana mwelekeo, mpangilio, tumeenda poa. Kwa sababu kuna na platforms zingine huyu anaongea mpaka ampewi chai.
Yeah.
Hakuna decorum.
Thank you too.
Aya, bye guys.
Bye.
Thank you very much, Rosh.
Thank
you very much.
So thank you so much for watching the video to the end. Remember to like, share, comment, and if you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know every time I post a new video. So guys, thank you. I'm gonna see you on my next video. Bye.